Shaka, just curious, first of all, when you sat down and you watched some initial film of Ohio State, what were your first impressions?
Physicality, speed, real good understanding of their scheme. They do what they do, and they do it very well. Great athletes, well coached, well disciplined.
Overall, can you just evaluate the pass rush for us? I mean, you guys are 11th in the nation, but more than half of those sacks have come against Purdue and Idaho. So what is the dynamic there, and how do you feel like you guys have been progressing in the week since?
I'm not really sure I'm understanding what you're asking.
I'm just curious, are there any concerns with this pass rush? Can you evaluate, how that's progressed as the season's gone on? Because you guys do have a lot of sacks, but it's kind of top-heavy against those two teams.
But if you watch the film, you see a lot of people, they're getting rid of the ball fast. A lot of mass protection. Their teams aren't letting us just rush, lead the other defensive ends, the rest of the D-line. They're not just letting us tee off on their quarterback. They're coming into the game with a plan, a scheme, and things like that. I can tell you firsthand, a lot of the O-line that I have watched on film, I'll come into the game and get something entirely different from their sets to the timing that they're punching in their hands. So, things kind of sprung up on us, and we're making plays as they make them, and we're just gonna keep working hard. Our group, we've done a lot of things well. We got a lot of things to work on, but we're gonna keep getting better.
Back here. From your perspective, what excites you about this week's matchup, and what are the challenges you see?
Just another opportunity to play football. I know a lot of people that don't make it to this level. My friends, I have friends that passed away, friends that have been murdered and things like that, and I'm just grateful for another opportunity to play again. And what was the second part of that question?
What challenges do you see?
It's always a challenge to go on the road and win games. Winning isn't easy. If it is, everybody would do it. You got to come in and be prepared. You got to work hard throughout the week. You got to do whatever you have to do to make sure that you can be 1-0 on Saturday.
And are you still close to Deion Barnes?
Yes. Actually, just speaking on the day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was it about?
Just talking about film, talking about things that I've done this year, things that I haven't done well. I believe using all resources at my hands. I'll ask a guy on the street, a homeless man, if he played defensive end about a technique. It doesn't matter to me. I love football. I love to learn. So anybody, any tips, any of you guys, it doesn't matter.
You probably don't want our advice.
I'm always open to talk about football. You never can settle for learning. And I just think it's a huge impact of being able to get grades by using the resources at your disposal.
We have heard a lot about your knowledge of football, and I'm assuming your position specifically with that. Can you give us a progress report on a true freshman, Adisa Isaac, a guy that we've seen here and there, but you've seen him every day?
I tell y'all now, Adisa Isaac gonna be a first-round pick. That kid is coachable. Like, I wish I had that level of maturity at his age. It's crazy, he just turned 18. We always tease him, call him Young D's, or just something like a pub, or just something about him being young. Because he don't talk much, he's one of those freshmen that he's a dream freshman. Don't get in trouble, ask a lot of questions, but he knows his place. He's just always around. He's a sponge. Like, I did some things like him that the things that he's doing now, I'm doing at this age now, and it's just really impressive. I believe I already told people, you can come out here and he'll ask me for a pass rush rep, what should I do? I can say dive, do 3 burpees, a jumper jack, club rip, and then spin and get a sack, and he'll do exactly what I said it. Doesn't no attitude, comes from a great family home. I know he's gonna be special, and y'all can quote me in a few years when he's getting ready to be a top pick in the NFL. He's gonna be special. Promise you that.
Thank you.
You mentioned you like to get advice from anywhere you can. You're seeking knowledge. So where is maybe the source of advice that's meant a lot to you that maybe you didn't expect? By that I mean, what's maybe the most unlikely source of the best advice you've received?
You know what? Give me a second to think back to that. You know what? No, I do have an answer. My niece, I remember redshirt year, you know, it's hard redshirt. A lot of people doesn't know. You know, you can feel separated from the team. You can feel alone. You're not home anymore. You don't want to do school. You just want to go back to being a man in high school. And my niece, she was younger at that time. And one Thanksgiving, I've been finally able to come home, seen her in a long time, and she seen I was down, and apparently she heard my mom over the phone with my sister. I talked about how I was feeling, and she just came and gave me a hug. She just told me, no matter what you have to do, just get it done, and just know who will support you. And it was so special to me. And my niece, I treat her like she's my best friend. My sister gets mad at me because the way I talk to her sometimes, because it comes off as like I treat her like a boy. I don't mean to, but that's just the dynamic of our relationship. And and I just live with that every single day. You have to get what you have to get done. You know, sometimes it's gonna be snow outside and you gotta shovel your car just to get to work. You gotta get it done. You know, whatever you have to do, it's doable. Nothing is put on your plate that you can't handle, and I'm a firm believer in that.
Is she like 10 years younger than you? 1 year?
Nah, she was probably about 13 something years younger than me at that time. She's a lot younger than me. She's older now, but she's a lot younger than me. About 5 years, she's been about 5.
Going off of kind of your love of the game, when did that start for you? I mean, were you a little kid who fell in love with it? And how did you fall in love with it?
Second year of Little League football, I fell in love. First year, I hated it. I was that kid. I was smart. I've always understood football, but I didn't always like it. My first year, I just refused to do things the way the coach wanted me to do. Because it was I didn't understand why. I was one of those kids that always asked why, and my coach never really explained it to me. But he told me I want you to come back and play again next year. So I came back and played it for the same weight class, and he finally started to teach me and unveil parts of the game to me, and I've just been in love ever since. From playing Madden to NCAA to anything that has to do with football, that's what I do. If I open up my phone right now, I'll sit there and listen to sports podcasts and just going things to talk about around the league. I love football. I could sit all day and just watch football and not even notice. That second year, I started to make plays. I think that's what became more fun for me. But at a young age, I definitely realized that this game was the one for me.
All right. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna ask if that's kind of how you and John Reed started bonding, and obviously both. Well, he's kind of. I think you guys declared him a Philly guy.
No, John's a Philly guy.
Yeah.
Sorry to the Jersey people. John is definitely claimed by all Philadelphians, especially athletes. Me and John actually bond over video games first, and then football. John, he'll tell you, he's not he don't really he likes to watch his football. So Penn State games, things about him, or people that just play corner. Me, I like to watch the entire sport, from the quarterback to the safety to the coach. I like to watch everything. John is real position orientated, but our love of football, our conversations about how the IQ level of it. I've learned so much from him, from outside of the front seven. And I think learning the back four helps you too. You'll know, all right, well, if it's man to man, this ball might be coming out early because maybe the guy get beat on the slant route. Or if I know my corner got a deep third, and I know that if it's a go route, I know I got a little bit more time. Or the quarterback might hit a 1, 2, 3 go because it's covered 2, and I can get my hands up. All those things have made me a lot better. So John has really elevated my knowledge of what's going on around me more than what's going on outside the front seven.
Last one, I promise. Did you guys build a computer?
Yeah, he put a lot into the computer. I purchased everything for the NCAA. I paid for my own money, but John is a computer whiz, and he helped me learn. He helped me learn different things that I could put in there, like a coolant, my mouse, how I can recalibrate it. John's smart. So he's somebody that you want to have in your corner. Your TV break down, you don't know why. John's somebody come in, take it off, plug in 3 different things, and next you know your TV's fine again. So that's my guy.
Awesome. Thanks, Shaka.